Good morning, dear students. This is Shruti ma'am, Modern English School, New Area, Novada. Today is Monday. As per your routine, you have to study Beehive, and already we have started the lesson, that is the sound of music. And the sound of music, here we have to study about the two musicians. One that first lesson, that is Evelyn Glennie. She is from Scotland, abroad India, means that she is a foreigner. About her we have to study. And second part, that is Bismillah Khan from Bihar, from India, we have to study about him. Sound of music, that is so many musicians are there, but why we are studying about particularly these two persons? Why? Because that Evelyn Glennie, at the very beginning of your chapter, I hope that all the students, you are having your books in front of you. That is, Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. Listens to the sound without hearing it. How is it possible? Sound means we have to hear that. Evelyn Glennie, she was one of the most famous musicians. So she could not hear. And music means there is the deep connection between hearing and between listening and music. But Evelyn Glennie, she could not hear. So obviously now we have to know, we have to learn. And lots of things are there that we will be able to learn. We will learn from Evelyn Glennie's life. Biography. This is biography, that Deborah Curley. Deborah Curley, she took 2 hours interview of Evelyn Glennie. And from there, then she inspired by that, and she had prepared this about Evelyn Glennie. So now we will start the story from the very beginning of your text. The situation is like that. It was a platform. It was a railway station. It was a platform where Evelyn Glennie was waiting for train. And she was then 17 years old. But she was looking younger than her age. And she was a slender girl. Slender girl means she was short-heighted and very thin. She was like that. So she was waiting, and station platform means that is lots of people are there, and naturally that not only one train will be there. There are lots of different types of trains will come over there, and the passengers will wait for the train, and the moment they will they will understand that their trains are coming, their train is coming, then they will jostle, they will do. So exactly that is the situation of here. And that writer over here, she has written very nicely that everybody that could hear the approaching train, but Evelyn Glennie was feeling the vibration of the approaching train. Yes, we all know that when the huge train it comes, then there, that along with the sound there is a huge vibration only. And that Evelyn Glennie, as she was not able to listen, so she felt the vibration of the train. And where she was going, she was going to join the Royal Society of Music, that is at London, in London. And Evelyn Glennie, she was from Scotland. And Scotland is that all about farm, all about countryside. So Evelyn Glennie was very much excited, because she was thinking that how she will manage, how she will adjust, how she will cope up that being a village girl, how she will adjust with the very first and fashionable life, that hi-fi life of London life. And this was the first one. And second one, Evelyn Glennie was deaf. she could not hear, but she was going to join to learn music, all about music from this Royal Society of Royal Academy of Music. Now we will come to the flashback of about Evelyn Glennie's life, because now we have come to know that Evelyn Glennie is 17 years old and she is going to join to the Royal Society. But so why music? So we are coming to the point that when Evelyn Glennie was 8 years old, then she was waiting on a stage to perform piano, and when her name was announced, she could not move. She did not move. She did not respond. That means she could not hear. So when she was 8 years old, at that time, that first it was observed, it was noticed by her mother Isabel Glennie that something was wrong over there. And what that something was wrong? That Evelyn Glennie, she could not hear properly the announcement of her name. Somehow it was managed. But when Evelyn Glennie was 11 years old, then she was continuously doing very poor result. So naturally from school that her parents were called, and when they were called, they were that instructed, they were suggested, advised to take Evelyn Glennie to an expert. And when she was taken to that expert, then it was found, it was confirmed that Evelyn Glennie has lost her hearing, that organs, nerves, that they were just damaged. So Evelyn Glennie, she loved music very much. She already started learning music, and she was dreaming for to become a very good musician. But when she got the news, got the information from the doctor that she had lost her hearing capability gradually, then how she was feeling? That life came to an end to her. That means, and she was also suggested to get hearing aid and to take admission to the special school for the deaf. But if it happened to common people like us, then obviously we gave up. We became very frustrated, depressed. But Evelyn Glennie was something else. So she did not give up, and she continued. And one day when she saw one girl who was playing xylophone, then she also wanted to play that. And naturally all the music teachers of Evelyn Glennie, then they refused, they discouraged Evelyn Glennie, that it was not possible for Evelyn Glennie, because as she was not having the proper hearing capability. But it was percussionist Ron Forbes. He found out that the qualities, abilities, potential in Evelyn Glennie. So he told that no problem, that he would that help Evelyn Glennie to continue to learn music. And what he had done, he made two drums, one large drum and one small drum, and he advised Evelyn Glennie to feel the music. How to feel? Because we all know that sound means that that all the sounds, it is having their own vibrations, and Evelyn Glennie, she had to feel the vibrations of the sound. Only that way it was possible for Evelyn Glennie to continue her fondness or her practice of music. And this way that Evelyn Glennie, she realized that yes, she could understand, that she could realize, she could feel the sound, she could feel the music. And when it was possible for her, then she decided that she would continue her music career. So what to do? She gave audition to the Royal Society, for the Royal Society, and she got the one of the highest score. So here you have to understand that Evelyn Glennie, how much dedicated she was, how much sincere she was, how much hardworking she was, that being that though she that lost her hearing capability, but she could able to continue her music career as a musician. And not only that, she got one of the highest score, and then she got the admission and invitation, then she went over there. Then what happened? Then after 3 years, that she was continuing as a performer, that in an orchestra. Orchestra means, you know, that several that musicians, they perform. But after that finishing that completion of her course over there, then she became the solo performer, soloist. That means that is more tough, because that when orchestra means different persons are there, they were performing, then it was very easy, it was not so much easy, but if she could make, she made any mistake, then it could be managed. But when a solo performer is performing, then it is very difficult, because that only one person is there, and all the audience, they are just totally attentive to the performer. And Evelyn Glennie, she became the performer, soloist, solo performer. And now we are coming to the portion that when she was giving the interview to this person, that is Deborah Cowley, and it was lasting for 2 hours. And 2 hours, that Deborah Cowley, whatever she was asking, Evelyn Glennie did not miss a single word, and she could answer properly. How is it was possible? Evelyn Glennie, she herself gave the answer, that she was very much attentive, and she was continuously observing the movement of the lips, the expression of the eyes, and the movement of the cheekbones. Yes, our face is the total expression, that whatever we are telling. And if anybody observed properly the movement of the lips, then she or he will be able to understand that without listening also, that what was told. And the same thing happened to Evelyn Glennie. And now you can understand that 2 hours that the conversation was going on, and Evelyn Glennie did not miss a single word. So Evelyn Glennie, that she also was telling that it was very difficult for her, that if any person who is having bushy beard, because why that she could not continue conversation with that person properly, because bushy beard means what, that up to here, that totally the face is covered with the beard, so you will not be able to see properly that the movement of the jaws, the expression and that movement of the cheekbones and everything. So it was difficult for Evelyn Glennie. This Deborah Cowley, she was a little bit astonished, surprised that Evelyn Glennie could give all the answer in a very that perfect Scottish pronunciation. Scottish lilt means Scottish pronunciation. So Evelyn Glennie gave the answer that until 11 years old, she was able to listen properly. So that's why she could pronounce Scottish pronunciation properly. But Deborah Cowley, she could not understand. Then after that she became deaf. Then how it was possible for her to learn that the Japanese and French language, because that these were also very difficult language, and in these two languages also Evelyn Glennie could speak very properly. Evelyn Glennie she became the solo performer, and it was a very hectic schedule, because all over the world she used to go for performance, and She also not only that she was doing the performance all over the world, she was giving free performances to the hospitals and to the prisons, because that music is having a very that healing capability and it can affect the listeners. So hospitals, the patients, when they are that struggling with their pain, with their disease, then music can give them that music could give them what that is what satisfaction or pleasure or good feeling. Same thing was true to the prisoners. Evelyn Glennie, that James Blade, he told about Evelyn Glennie that Evelyn Glennie, though God has taken that one aspect from Evelyn Glennie, but he had given that another aspects to Evelyn Glennie. Why he told that? Because Evelyn Glennie could feel music, could understand music that more than the people who could listen music. Evelyn Glennie, he told that it was not so much easy for her to achieve all these things, and she achieved that enormous that prizes. And 19 in the year 1991, she achieved the most prestigious award, that is Royal Philharmonic Society's most prestigious solo performer. So Evelyn Glennie achieved that award also. And Evelyn Glennie told that she was workaholic. Workaholic means that very much fond of doing work. That Evelyn Glennie, she could not take rest. Always she was working and working and working. Why we were learning about Evelyn Glennie? What we are getting from Evelyn Glennie? First thing, that is hard work, labor, sincerity, dedication. With all these things, she is a very good example in front of us, that if Evelyn Glennie could do, why don't we? Because she is a very good example for everybody, the persons who are deaf. She is an inspiration to all those people. So this is the life's that story biography about Evelyn Glennie, who is though that she gradually lost her hearing capability, but she could achieve her dream by extreme work, by dedication and by sincerity. Thank you everybody. Have a nice day and be safe.